Articles 31, 32 and 33 of the Refugee Convention explicitly state that refugees have a lawful right to enter a country for the purposes of seeking asylum, regardless of how they arrive or whether they hold valid documents. As far as I can tell, the PNG solution does not adhere to this. Yes, I am a high school student who doesn't yet understand the full complexities of politics, but I'm not naive enough to believe that the answer to this issue is a blanket no.
That was the message a high school student had for Immigration Minister Scott Morrison. The young woman was part of more than 100 protesters who rallied in Cronulla today, calling for an end of Morrison's so-called war on refugees.
And yesterday, Scott Morrison ordered all staff from the department to refer to the people in this way. So for people in onshore detention, call them detainees, not clients. For people in offshore detention, call them transferees, not clients. For all people arriving by boat, they're ordered to call them illegal maritime arrivals. People in community detention to be known as community detainees, not clients.
Almost 8 years have passed since the infamous Cronulla riots took place on these streets, and the chants of Bash Lebs and Aussie 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 has now been replaced by
refugees,
yes!
racism,
no!
Scott Morrison
has got to go!
Hundreds of bemused-looking locals watched on as the pro-refugee group marched from a local park to the Immigration Minister's office. Once there, speakers attacked the federal government's latest asylum seeker and refugee policies.
Where is all the reporting of what is being done to pregnant women on Nauru, which is most scandalous that we have pregnant women on Nauru birthing babies in 50-degree heat, with no proper midwifery facilities, with no proper follow-up facilities, with no proper healthcare facilities, and Scott Morrison and Tony Abbott just don't care. Just don't care. They're quite happy if refugee babies die. Who cares? It's scandalous that we have got to this situation in this country where people are not prepared to stand up and make a noise and protest and take apart this system. We should not be allowing Scott Morrison to only have briefings once a week. What are we? Are we not Nazi Germany?
We have a system in Australia where ASIO can make an assessment of people, doesn't tell them what it's based on, who they've talked to, what the report is, but they've deemed that they are a security risk and they have to stay in a detention centre locked up for the rest of their life.
The next stop for Refugee Action Coalition Sydney will be Canberra. Some of their demands of Parliament include an abolishment of temporary protection visas, closure of offshore detention centres and no cut to the refugee quota. Arif Khan, The Hanlon Project.
Refugees are welcome here!
Say it loud, say it clear!
Refugees are welcome here!